Well, hey everyone, and welcome back. As I said in my last video, which I know that they're not in order in any specific way, but I went to the grocery store today, so I reloaded on fresh veggies, and I had some in the fridge, and it was time to clean it out, time to go. So what I've decided to do is make some gazpacho. A lot of people think that gazpacho is like a fancy, it's a tomato soup, but it's cold. It's a cold tomato soup, and it's just truly delicious. And it's one of those things, if you've never had it before, you need to give it a chance before you say, I don't like that. Before I have to laugh because these are my canned tomatoes from last summer, right? And it's June now, so I am so stingy with these because they got to get me through the whole winter, fresh tomatoes. So now it's June, tomatoes are coming, so I can use as many as I want to, knowing that I'll be able to put more up this summer. So the first thing I want to tell you is, as I've told you before, my husband thinks that celery should be outlawed, but there is such a great flavor in celery. So, if you can really chop it up and he can't tell it, he doesn't know, won't hurt him. So, but one of the things that I did want to tell you is that first off, we all watch cooking shows. I certainly do. And I love Brenda Gant. Everyone loves Brenda Gant. How do you not love Brenda Gant? She's just too cute for words, right? So, one of the things that I learned from her is to string your celery. Honestly, I think that's the part that my husband doesn't like. But do you think I could convince him of that? No. So you just put your knife in the tip of it, got a real nice little sharp little paring knife, and just pull, and it pulls all that nasty string off. And I'm telling you, I think that's the part that my husband doesn't like. Now, I'm kind of rushing because he's due home from work before long, so I want to make sure that I get this done so I don't get caught doing what he's not allergic to it, he just doesn't like it, and he doesn't know what he doesn't like sometimes. So I'm stringing that. I'm not going to put a lot in there. I'm telling you though, these tender leaves, they have so much flavor in them, and I'm going to put those in there, and that'll chop up. He'll never know. He'll never know. Unless, of course, you tell him. Don't tell him. Fortunately, not a lot of his friends watch this, and then the ones that do watch this wouldn't tell him because they're my friends too. But do you see how this works? Honest to gosh, thank you, Brenda Gant, for so many things, but that is such a great tip. It really is, because that is the tough part of celery. So in it's going to go, and this is my food processor. It's an old lady, but she does just fine. Don't need to replace it with anything new until it breaks. And then I have a veggie, what is it? Vitamix, Ninja something or other. I don't know. I have another appliance that can back up for this if I needed to. You don't even want to see. I'm telling you, one of these days I'll have to take you out to the garage. I'm telling you, look at this. See? Isn't this just the most wonderful tip ever? It really is. All right. That looks good. And that looks like all I'm going to get away with. So I'm going to put this back. I always clean my celery because I do love it with peanut butter. I love it with cream cheese. I make tuna fish or I make chicken salad and I put it in the one for me. So I'm going to put this in the fridge. Otherwise known as hiding the evidence. Okay. There we go. Now, what I have, like I said, cleaning out the fridge, right? So I have some cilantro. Don't need to chop it. That's going to do that for you. I have some parsley. I've got some garlic. This is probably you know, 2 big cloves and a couple little cloves. I've got an onion, which I'll just cut in chunks. In you go. I have tomatoes, and they're store-bought tomatoes, and they're pretty sad, to tell you the honest truth. I mean, see, not so pretty. Mine are prettier. But I figured we'd get something. We have a little fresh tomato in there anyway. I may save the second one, tell you the truth, to cut it up and put it on top as a garnish. I also have some avocado that I will put on the top of mine because my husband doesn't like that either. So now I'm going to add in my tomatoes, which PS to that are really delicious. Let's see if I can do this without wearing it. Oh my goodness. And the star of gazpacho is always a cucumber. So the reason I had this half peeled is because I wanted to show you. My friend sent me my friend Valerie sent me a potato peeler, and vegetable peeler. And the card on it said, "You just thought you had the best. This is the bestest." So this is the bestest vegetable peeler. And I gotta say, she's absolutely right. Look at that. I mean, it is just perfect. And then it's got these little things on the side for, like, if you've got an eye on your potato, you can dig it right out. So thank you, Valerie. We love you. All right. So, and truthfully, I didn't have to peel that. That could have gone in peelings and all. But I wanted to use my new peeler. So I'm just cutting those up in chunks. And to tell you the truth, I think I'm going to whir this up, and then I'll add the rest of that once this kind of settles down. So, because, as you know, these things are really noisy, like as in, I guess that's not too terrible bad. It'll only take a second. So let me add the rest of these. We'll go through this little thing. Go in there. Go on. If I cut it in half, it might work better. And while that, I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to go get a few more of the things. So I'll be right back. Okay, well, you know we have to have salt and pepper, right? Of course. This is so good, y'all. And you know what? I have filled this thing up with, and I don't need to have my second bottle of tomato juice, but I got zucchini in. I could have put zucchini in here. I could have put squash in here. Whatever I had, I could have put in here. So I'm going to give myself some salt and some pepper. And actually, oh, goodness gracious, sorry. I wanted a lime. I swear I had one out. I did. There it is. I want to put the juice of a lime in here. And I'll tell you what, I'm laughing because this isn't much of a lime. And my fingers will not do that for sure. Let's juice it. But I'm telling you, zucchini is great in here. It's a fridge clean out, and it's healthy. You know, it's interesting because I did egg rolls the other day. Those are very healthy, low carb, especially if you don't put the wonton wrapper on them, just the insides of them. I just did a faux potato salad using cauliflower, and I guess it just goes to show you that, I mean, this is very low carb also, and delicious, and you can certainly fill yourself up with it. And it doesn't have, it can taste really, it can have such great flavor and be low carb and fill your space. Okay, so I am actually going to put this on here and get this going. And I'm going to put, I've got olive oil. Slow. And I'm going to drizzle, I'm going to tell you that's probably a 1/4 cup. I'm emptying the bottle is what I'm doing. But that's probably a 1/4 cup. And then this is red wine vinegar. And I'm just going to put maybe 1/8 of a cup of that in here. And let's go high. And done. And taste. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this is so, so good. You can have it like a cup of soup, but it's cold. My husband will love this. He will love this with the faux, and I gotta promise you, you can't taste any celery. But he will love this with a faux potato salad. He's good with that. I mean, he really is good with that in the summer. It's hard for him when he's been out in the heat all day to have something really, really hot. So, clean out your fridge today. Simple, simple, simple. And hopefully you have a food processor or a Ninja or a blender. I think a blender would do it too. So, try this. It's really, really good. Have a great day. Bye.